This is AI Buddy Landell, and you're about to listen to Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast. So stop working yourself into a shoot you numbnuts. This show is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Don't be a dumbass and get offended by anything on this show. And if you do get offended, that's a you problem. Before I throw it to the fellas for another banger of an episode, shout out to all the BTT patrons who keep this show going, including the largest Patreon contributors, Disrespectfully, Classy, Mark E. Blassie, Joe Ice, Good Old Justin, and the Token Smurfette and John Potts. Now, enjoy this Outlaw Mud Show podcast. Remember, if it don't snow, it don't go. And be blessed and be a blessing, pal.
Hi, everybody. This is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling legend, and you're listening to the Booking the Territory Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast.
This is the artist formerly known as Daryl Van Horn, James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister, and I'm here to let you know I would rather slam my cock in a car door than to miss the dulcet tones of Hard Body Harper, my illegitimate son, on Booking the Territory podcast.
Woo, Messi, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man. Tell my people, my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss Booking the Territory. Oh, yeah.
This is a one-man gang. You're listening to Booking the Territory Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast, where I can't keep a straight face because Harper's got me over there popping as I count down to the red light being on. What is this, Doc? WCW Saturday Night on TBS from February the 12th, 1994. Got a big debut on this week's episode. More on that shortly, depending on how long it takes to get through the intro. If you're on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. It helps the show grow. Trust me on this one. And type a comment or two or three or four with what you liked or hated or didn't like.
Watch it on fucking YouTube.
That too. Make sure you type a comment or two what you like or didn't like about the episode. It helps the channel grow. All that good stuff. It also makes Harper very, very happy. Speaking of Harper, he is here. Doc is here. Doc, let me go to you first. How are you?
Doing great. Just got home from the 8th grade football game. That, as I told Latrell on the before I left, y'all are absolutely the worst 5-0 team I have ever laid eyes on in my entire life.
That bad?
Hey, well, hey. At least it didn't end with a tie. That's how you gotta look at it.
Yeah, that's true too. But when you're expecting to get your ass stomped, a tie's not so bad,
Bruh.
Yeah.
Okay, I get a story about that. So, my kid, he's got, full-time gig now, and
special needs.
He's got a full-time gig now, so he's got to be to work at like.
Oh shit! That's the brutality of growing up right there.
So he's got to be to work at like 7 a.m, and where he works, he's got to deal with traffic. It's not that far, but when, you deal with traffic in this area, it's a drive. So I'm like, bruh, I look at him like midway through the fourth. I go, I got a feeling this thing's going to overtime. You gonna be able to get up in the morning? Because I know he's young, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I'm sorry, but if you stay up and then it doesn't go your way, you're even more miserable. But he's like, yeah, I'll be fine. I don't know what time he went to bed, but it was late, he told me. I see him in the morning when he's getting up to leave. I go, you all right? You gonna make it? Oh, Jesus Christ, the damn Cowboys kept me up. All I could do was laugh. Imagine you're up that late, and then you got to be up at 5 a.m. for work, and it was a tie.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. I almost felt
It
bad.
ties like a win when you're expected to lose.
Boy, that's
How do
an
you think
optimistic
Vegas took
way
that?
of looking at it.
30 years will do a lot of things to a man, Mike.
You took a tie as a win. That is a miserable way of living.
It sure as hell is.
But you got Jerry Jones, so I don't know what to tell you. And he just
sure
kept
as hell
putting
have.
his foot in his mouth all week too about that game. But I'm not here to talk about that bull crap.
Sounds like you are.
No, you
I
know.
know,
Hey,
right?
but I'm doing
You brought
great.
it up.
I just
No, somebody
wondered
else
if
said something about a tie. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'm just wondering if Harper's going to be able to focus on this tonight. Because if you don't know, tonight, while we are recording, will be the first pitch of his
That's right.
L.A. Dodgers playoff run.
Yeah, I
They
got
run
the
into
phone to look at it.
Cincinnati Reds are going to take them out.
Yeah, right. Oh, I got something to tell y'all. Something happened.
Shit! Yeah, let's hear it.
So I'm at one of my Walmarts, right? So I go take a piss in a urinal.
Matt Wilson,
And-
get the button ready. There goes a new listener of the week. Go ahead, Harper.
And so they got the stall right by the fucking urinal, right? And someone gets out. I'm not paying attention, right? They go wash their hands, and I turn around.
Uh-oh.
You know who the fuck walked out that stall?
Alvin Kamara.
No, a nun.
He's full of
It's not Alvin Kamara.
No, I
Was
turn
it
around.
Was it a
There's-
train? You were in the wrong bathroom.
No, it was a nun in full dress uniform,
A habit. That's
and
what they're
she
called.
whatever, Jesus
Okay.
freak. Yeah, and she was. I mean, I guess she got confused because she could have been our grandma. And I just turned around. I was like, "What the fuck?" I just walked out. I was like, "This is weird. I seen a Conjuring too many goddamn times. I'm getting the fuck out of here."
I have questions.
Okay.
Did she
Hit it.
see you?
I don't think she did because as soon as I saw her, I just filmed.
How do you know?
Come on.
Maybe it was a.
Okay.
There is no such. You see, there goes our first listener, Matt Wilson.
Why does it even have to go there?
Exactly. So yeah.
And for anyone who says, well, that's possible. Well, typically there's not male nuns. That doesn't exist. They have
Is that a monk?
They have Brothers of the Sacred Heart, like the Catholics do, right, Harper?
Do you mean brothers as in like
No, they're like
black guys?
They call them Jesus. They call no.
They're like the black dudes from Xavier.
Oh,
Mike.
Okay, I wasn't looking at it that way.
Such an asshole.
But sure.
we seem to be wobbling off the tracks a little.
You know what that
there
is?
went the new listener of the week, the second new listener of the week.
That's the only Catholic black college in the whole country is Xavier.
Okay.
So
You just learned something.
did this nun clog the toilet? I mean, what's going on?
Dude, I turned, I was like, what the fuck? There's a nun in here.
Maybe that wasn't the correct choice of words.
I didn't say that. I just saw her and just left. I just turned around and just left.
I mean,
because I don't want this woman to feel embarrassed. You know, oh God, I walked to the wrong way. So I just left. I was like, I'm not even gonna just.
So you weren't in midstream yet.
No, I did everything.
Okay.
And she was washing her hands, and I turned around. I'm gonna go wash my hands, right? You know, and she's washing. I was like, what the hell? There's none in here. And I just walked out.
And it'd have been great if she looked at you and said, "What's up, Harper?"
I would be like, peace be with you.
And also with you.
Hand me the paper towels, lady. Oh, and then someone stole the goddamn dildo.
Yeah, I saw that. What was up with
What
that?
the fuck?
I mean,
People always steal shit at fucking Walmart, right?
Oh, okay. The picture you sent. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there might be like coat hangers or like tags from clothes or something. And so I see the box sitting on a toilet. I'm like, oh, okay, someone stole something. And I look, the box is like pink and, you know, feminine looking, right? Like it's a feminine product. I'm like, what is someone steal? Fucking tampons or something?
that's what I thought it was at first.
Yeah, and I kind of moved the box around. It's like, that's a fucking vibrator. Somebody stole a fucking vibrator.
I didn't know they sold those at Walmart.
They do. They said, yeah.
Great
yeah,
value. Great value vibrators.
Peace be with you, and also with you.
Blessed is the fruit of something.
I don't know what these
Jesus.
archaic chants. I don't know what these archaic chants are that you're saying, but so how many people in that room where that dildo was do you think sniffed it?
No, it was gone.
It's gone.
It was just a box.
Empty box. What? There's
Someone
nothing to sniff.
stole it. Right.
I
It
thought
was
they
gone.
caught him and it was in there.
No, dude. It was just a box. So what happened? Someone went in there and they took it out the box and they stuck it in their pocket or stuck it up wherever. And
Can
they
you
just
imagine
fucking
how
left.
down bad you got to be to go steal sex toys?
Yeah, from Walmart.
I don't know. I mean, no matter how much of a, like, what's the word
Yeah.
I'm looking for? A loser you are. Everybody got to scratch the itch sometime.
Gross.
You think they would
You
just?
You should wash your mouth out.
I mean,
I'll always assume they were kind of kayfabe in their sex life, and they didn't want someone to see them at the self checkout. Beep. If putting the dildo in their
Ever tell you
fucking
about
bag.
You ever tell you about the time I was in the self checkout line at the grocery store and the guy behind me had a home pregnancy test and a 6-pack?
That's great.
no.
I was
That's
like,
fine.
I was like,
I wonder if he dodged the bullet.
Harper, you know what's funny? I wonder if there's like, how like you buy certain products from the store. Sometimes it's weird stuff like it could be cleaning supply and they got to see your ID or something. I wonder if you buy one of those from Walmart, if the thing does go off, ding, all right, I need to see some ID.
we need a
like
price
buying a-
check on the dildo.
Like give you an example. You buy like, at least in Texas, if you buy like windshield washer fluid, like
Really?
What?
yeah, like I've bought like the
That must go in meth.
I'm telling you, I bought like a gallon before, and it's not for like an AutoZone. Like I don't think they give a damn. Like I guess they look at you and go, oh yeah, you're 21 or 18 or whatever. But like I've bought it from Walmart before, and I'm like, why do you need to see my ID for this? It's just windshield washer fluid. Like it goes in your car. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I wonder if you pick up one of those and go to the self checkout, it beeps for the person to come.
Hey, that's no one's business.
Okay, sure.
Maybe the nun stole it.
That's nice. Peace be with her all night long.
Wow. All right. Well, that's Adventures
Maybe
in
that's
Harper.
where she was in. Maybe that's why she was in the bathroom. She was hiding it for to exit.
That's Adventures with Harper and Walmart for the week.
In her habit.
In her habit.
Habit. I got one bad habit. One bad habit.
Okay,
I like
so
to
Mike-
rock and roll.
Dirty white boy. Mike, when's the last time you were in a Walmart?
Not that long ago.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a everyday thing, but
That's good for you. See, I'm in there in the morning at the ass crack of dawn. So, like, if I need a bag of dog food or something, I get it just right then and there.
Okay.
I don't like walk around and go fucking shopping.
Because you won't get worked.
Yeah,
right. He just buys $50 T-shirts at concerts, but he don't get worked.
yeah. Hey, look, hey,
That's just
it's
part
all
of the
about
experience.
Thank you.
I had so many people DM the show about that.
Of course, because
Like,
it's
Harper doesn't
ridiculous.
get work, but he buys a $50 T-shirt. I smell bullshit.
Remember, he also doesn't like toys, except he has a Pac-Man
What?
clock.
Pac-Man clock.
That's right. It's sitting. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
We know. Good
Still works.
Yeah. Nobody's. That was never in question.
Oh,
So
boy.
the Dodgers tonight, y'all gonna take care of this business?
I
Quick light.
think so. I mean, they're
Yeah.
it's 2 out of 3. They're probably going to win the first 2 if I had to bet on it.
All right. How about those Saints?
Saints are going all the way.
Yeah,
the
just
toilet
like the
bowl.
Cowboys. We're gonna be
Yeah.
fighting for a top 5 pick with y'all.
These motherfuckers.
I hope
bro.
not.
This
I
monster-
hope we're at the very top. I don't want to be fighting nothing.
I got a question for you two clowns. I mean, friends. So y'all both watch LSU, right?
Yeah.
Man, I know y'all like to hate your opponents, but tell me y'all didn't love those Ole Miss uniforms the other night.
Oh, the like baby blue kind of looking ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Those could
Yeah,
get
that's
you
a
some
throwback.
those could get you some pussy.
Okay.
I think that's like the Archie Manning days, right, Mike?
That's what they look like. So they were very, powder bluish.
Yeah.
They were looking good, man. But y'all took care of them. I'm happy for y'all.
Pretty frequently to it feels like a couple times a year, but maybe not.
Yeah, they look like they were ready to shit.
Okay.
You see?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, just being stupid, but that's what you do. Trying to get a rise out of people.
Stupid. That's what we're here for.
Trying to get a rise out of people. It's what you do. Speaking of
gotta do something.
Speaking of trying to get a rise out of people, we would appreciate a rise out of people if you would submit a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Podcast Addict. That would be grateful. And when you do so, you will get a shout out on air, all for free. Doesn't cost you anything. So just please help the show out and do that. Also, while you're listening to this, you can become a patron at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT, because in a couple of weeks, we have Superbrawl 4 coming up, where the only place you can hear the review of that will be on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Doc, anything else before we get into the main part of the show and I share my screen?
I think it's about time to talk about some wrestling. What do you think? So we got what this week and the next week before we talk about Superbrawl, and that's the big card.
Yeah. 2 weeks between then, and remember, there's no free show that week, so I'll remind everybody next week as well.
We're off that week.
Technically not, but whatever. Let me talk about a couple things as we get into Saturday Night on TBS from February 12th, 1994. So this week's episode was taped February 1st of 94 at Center Stage. And I discovered in speaking to Crockett a short time ago, there may be some controversy here related to something that happened. So, this, we're going to see the debut of a young wrestler by the name of Terror Rizin, who makes his debut, or Paul Levesque, or Triple H, whatever, or Hunter Hearst Helmsley, whatever you want.
I believe Paul is how we refer to him.
You go to high school with him?
Yeah, I think that's how we're going to call him.
Okay. So.
Just Paul.
All right. According to one story, the interesting part about his debut was that he had a non-televised tryout match prior to the taping on this same night. So he had a match that night that was a tryout match. The match was so good that they gave him an additional match that was taped for the show that we see here. So I was always under the impression what we see here is the additional match and not the first match he had. According to Crockett, who apparently knows Paul personally, he claims the match that actually airs was the actual tryout match, and that Paul had no idea they would air it, and he didn't find out until it was just happened to be on the show. Now, this is Crockett's version of it, because, he's got a personal relationship with Paul. Well, and the thing is, I'm joking here, but, Triple H went to Kowalski School. This is I guess a known fact. He apparently was Kowalski's champion at the time, and he ended up having his last indie match about a month after this aired. So the controversial thing is, I always thought he had his match, and then they were like, "Nah, you're good. We're gonna send you out for another match, and that'll be what we tape for TV." But according to Crockett, who knows Paul personally, that's not how it actually went down. He says, "I was there." I said, "Okay, sure thing, Chief."
All right.
So I wanted to give y'all.
He was there.
Industry insider.
I think that was a joke. I don't know if he was actually there, but I mean, he Crockett was closely aligned with Kowalski's school, so he does have.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he does have some insight into this that, the average person may not. So there's that. But anyway, what else did he say? Because he's at. Oh, I thought this was interesting. He said the thing was when Terror Rizin debuted, I guess actual wrestling, not in WCW, but wrestling a year earlier. Apparently, he had the exact same haircut as the Cole twins. Remember that haircut that you made fun of?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so when he debuted a year prior to this, he had that weird Cole twins haircut. Apparently, he used to get ribbed and called the third Cole twin at one point in time because of his hair. Which he doesn't have that hair here, is to be clear. Doc, remind me when we get to his match. I got something on his finisher too.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, cool. So anyway, that's just a little bit about the show.
Would you like for me to say what it is so I can prove that I watched it, or just wait till we get there?
Wait till we get there. Teaser. Okay. Yeah. Here's another little nugget from this show. We do see the Nasty Boys in this episode, but according to the history of WWE.com, the Nasty Boys defeated Bobby Walker and some other enhancement talent that's not named. The match was never televised since apparently the Nasty Boys shot on Bobby Walker, with Jerry Saggs trying to bite him in the face after the match. So after the match, also the Nasty Boys jumped Bobby Walker backstage until the fight was broken up. That match never airs. They ended up recording another match with them with a new team that we'll actually see in this episode. So there was some drama with that backstage, as well as Saggs bit Walker in the face and they jumped him backstage apparently. I don't know why all that went down, but it went down according to the history of WWE.com.
I believe it was probably over some economic discussion on tariffs.
Okay.
You gotta stop saying that word.
For real.
Economic?
You're going to get us kicked off of YouTube.
For saying tariffs?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I'm just waiting for you to do what you did with bump stocks that time. Tariffs. Like you goddamn Beavis and Butthead.
What is the line in Jarhead that Jamie Foxx says? There is no such thing as speech that is free.
Sure thing, Chief. All right. Well, we'll finally get into this episode here. The show starts with an update from Nick Bockwinkel. Doc, I'm going to go to that, but before I do that, what do you have, if anything, from the
Quick question. Yeah. What's up with this 2-hour bullshit?
Well, there's a lot of
what the fuck, Mike?
There's a lot of commercials in here, so we're going to breeze right through it. I mean, there's like 35 minutes of commercial.
Part.
Yeah.
The first thing I will tell you is I believe, given other alternate universe spellings, that they have misspelled the commissioner's last name.
I mean, I'm going to repeat what I say. They couldn't spell Arn Anderson.
Okay.
Nothing should surprise you.
I know.
It's a miracle.
All they got to do is sound it out.
It's a miracle they can get the acronym WCW correct. I mean,
okay.
If we're being serious.
Let's see.
Here.
I don't remember. I wrote it down, but let's see. I think it's EL, and I think they spell it LE.
Let's go to it now, and we will confirm that. Okay. Here it is.
Sure.
Saturday night, along with Mean Gene Okerlund, Tony Schiavone, and Bobby the Brain Heenan, we're very excited because we know about Superbrawl, the match for Superbrawl. Vader and Flair in the cage. With the official word, let's bring in Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel. I know it's been a busy week for you.
It has been tremendously busy, and I do want to say that we gave Ric Flair a deadline of 6 p.m. this past Monday. By noon this past Monday, all the things that we required for the World Championship Board, the attorneys and the doctors were in. The match is reinstated.
That is great news. The match is reinstated 1 week from Sunday in the cage Flair and Vader for the world title.
Now, not only is the match reinstated, but because of the intensity of the battles that these people have had, these two men in the past, a special referee is being appointed. I didn't hear that. No, nobody did. And the person who is going to fulfill the shoes of referee that night is going to be none other than the boss.
The boss, the referee. What about that?
The boss. The Joker that's
Bruce
walking around
Springsteen.
with a nightstick, sticking his nose in everybody's problems and situations and creating trouble. You're going to have him, Nick, referee that match?
Someone as big and as demonstrative, so to speak, as he is what it takes to require to see that this match comes
Yeah, but we'll
off.
go down the line. Will he call it down the line?
I'm going to presume he is.
So, do you? You really think so?
I think so.
Oh, come on.
I don't think he has any love for either man one way or the other.
I think we should say once again, congratulations to you and the championship committee. Great decision. We look forward to having that match next Sunday.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay. Nick Bockwinkel, WCW Commissioner. The match is back on. Ric Flair and Vader in the cage at Superbrawl. What about
Rick,
that?
what is wrong with Ric Flair? He brings the letters, the documents, everything by noon. He'd have crawled on his hands and knees and slid it under the door. I know the kind of a man he is. Rick, get a hold of yourself. You're making the biggest mistake of your life. Now with the boss in there, in a cage, I'm going to talk to the commission about this.
Fans, this is the greatest news we've had in a long time. We have a tremendous program. We start off by going to the ring.
Bobby Heenan is great right there. And yes, Bockwinkel is spelled wrong, Doc.
Bockwinkel.
But they somehow got commissioner right. So weird.
Why are we surprised? I say this all the time.
What was that?
What?
Nothing. I thought I heard something.
No.
All right, so that's great. We got our main event back. But why? What did that do?
This is my point I was making over and over again when I was saying there's nothing else almost nothing else worth buying on that show, and we're going to act like for a couple weeks we're not going to have the main event. Oh, and now we're going to have it. I mean, I guess at least they do it, a week and a day before to give people time to call, but it was really a dumb twist that they added to this. I don't like it. I didn't like it then, don't like it now, especially knowing, they did the right thing. The match is now going to happen, but it should have never got to that. This should have never been a twist in the story.
Right.
Anyway, so there's that. But I thought Bobby Heenan's facial expressions here were phenomenal.
Yeah, he's having fun probably because he's hanging out with Nick Bockwinkel.
Yeah.
Winkle.
Winkle.
All right, Harper, I need you here.
What?
The next match is the Nasty Boys versus Matt Shepard and Scott D'Amore. I know you're over there with
Scott D'Amore.
With us, yeah, Scott D'Amore. You heard that right. I know you got a Woody because Missy walked out with short hair, and we know
Woody.
We know Harper.
Who says that? Who talks like that?
Yeah, what are you, Beavis and Butthead?
Well, am I lying?
Come here, girl.
See, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you got a Woody as Missy walked out, but Harper, what does Matt Shepard do for a living? You're going to see him in a second. And what kind of car does he drive? So Scott D'Amore's on the right, obviously, and Knobs is in the way. But
I'm going to take what he does for a living. He looks like the kind of guy who might try to romance senior citizen ladies out of their Social Security checks.
Oh, at the Big O Hall?
Yeah. Hey, darling.
Hey.
How you doing, Sweetie?
But what does he drive to get there?
Oh, a Silverado. I
was thinking pickup with a window missing.
Let's see. It's a late 70s. How about a late 70s Dodge Ram?
Wow. They had a funny looking front of those things back in the day. The grill. I don't know. I always thought it looked really weird.
I always loved the big old hood ornament.
Have y'all heard that commercial?
Harper. I remember that, boy. I mean, I'm sure it was a thing in Metairie, but my God, those things got stolen like crazy in the city of New Orleans.
Dude. Yeah, dude.
like crazy. But yeah.
What do you say about a commercial?
So that Dodge Ram commercial with Dana White, where he's like,
I thought that was Dana White.
We just can't stop being Americans. I'm like, what does that mean?
I mean,
no, he says we can't stop being. The only thing we can't stop doing is we can't stop being Americans.
That seems like a nonsense. That seems like a no-brainer.
Okay, I don't get.
I drive monster trucks and drink cheap domestic beer and.
Harper, this is the guy that they tag. This is the guy I was talking about with the fluorescent tights and elbow pads. Look at him! Holy crap! Where's he work? I already know he drives a Silverado.
Hey, I don't like banging.
I'm surprised he don't have a pack of Marlboro Reds in his fucking tights right now. He's gonna tag out just for a smoke.
Hey, I don't like fucking old broads, but it beats having to get a real job.
You see, Mike?
What is wrong with you?
I got a question for you two gentlemen wrestlers. How many different shirts of that copy, how many Nasty Boy wrestling shirts does Brian Knobbs own?
One.
They probably got a bunch of. You think it's just one?
Man, that thing smells like piss and vinegar, and he might have two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to put the over and under at 1.5 just to see what you would say.
Yeah, no, for real.
Okay.
I mean, I've never heard anybody say his gear stunk like Vader's, but I'm telling you, man, there's no way he's got more than two of those things at this point in time.
Okay. Mike, did you ever wrestle anybody that smelled nice? Like, that you noticed? Like, hey, you smell
I
fresh.
wasn't trying to sniff them for nice smells. As long as they didn't stink, everything was good.
Okay.
And there is something to stinky gear, bro. Like, especially the knee pads.
Bro, those knee pads get fucking rough.
Oh my God.
You know, I can confirm this because I have a car that just smells like feet because I haul 2 young soccer players around, and that's right after it. And then they wash that stuff. I can't imagine the wrestler things like knee pads, like you just said.
Knee pads start stinking.
The problem is,
and they stink bad.
You put that gear in your bag, and then you put it in a trunk, and or you're. I mean, well, if you have a truck, you can put it in a backseat. But a lot of people just back then, all I had was a car, and I throw it in the trunk, and it sits in that Louisiana heat, like, you know, riding for a few hours, and God forbid you forget to bring it upstairs when you get home. It's like it just marinates in stench. Ugh.
See, I've known guys that like they take their gear, like the knee pads and the gear, and they put it in a Ziploc bag and they spray Lysol in the bag.
Yeah,
they're like traveling.
That's a new one. I never even thought of that.
No.
Well, for all of you that are trying to get in the wrestling business, this is the rule of thumb for sports equipment. You need to hit it with that shit before you wear it, because once the bacteria sets in, you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something to that.
Here's a cleaning tip.
Yeah.
So head down to your local Walmart, walk past the stolen dildos, and get yourself some actual germ killing shit.
So back to the match. Nasty Boys win pretty quickly. Doc,
look at that.
Do you have anything else? Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a second.
Who was that? Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Phone relief. I was just looking for some phone relief.
I'm going to play this next segment in a second, but I want to make sure you don't have anything from the Nasty Boys, Doc.
Nah, it was a squash.
All right. We go to commercial. Well, Johnny B. Bad cut a quick promo, meat and potatoes, and because he's going to be facing Rude today on the main event, or in this show, the main event for this show. And then we go to a commercial, come back, and then we come back. We see Ted Turner and Jane, but we're going to go to Ric Flair, so here it is.
Well, WCW President Bill Shaw has some very special guests with him here tonight. Before we talk about that, here's Gene Okerlund with World Champ Ric Flair. All right, thank you very much, Tony Schiavone. With me, the WCW heavyweight champ, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Fans, so there is no confusion. A week from tomorrow night at Superbrawl, live on pay-per-view, the match that was on, then postponed, is now reinstated and is on again inside a Thunder cage between the big 400-pound plus monster Vader and this man. Nature Boy Ric Flair, you have gotten what you wanted, and the fans have got the match they were promised.
Well, thanks to everyone that made that possible. You know, Gene, we had that conversation as we drove down to the Coliseum in Charlotte. Starcade. My career was on the line. My credentials were on the line. Everything that I'd worked for 20 years was on the line. I walked away, and I walked away with my head held high with that world championship. Now it happens all over again, from the frying pan to the fire. Vader, you've made it obvious. It isn't the belt you want back. You want to hang my head on your wall. You want to say, there's Ric Flair. I finished it. Well, let me tell you, my friend, you're too big to run, and you're too big to hide. I know that, and my hands are sweating. My palms are cold because I'm scared, like everybody else would be. You're a monster, but you know what it does to me? It makes me think about the greatest saying in sports. Fatigue makes cowards of us all. It's 60 minutes. There's a cage around that ring. My wife won't be there. My kid won't be there. Steamboat won't be there. It'll be you and me. And ask around, pal. I've been the dirtiest player in the game long before you had a name. I was the man. I have bled and I have sweat to be who I am and where I am. Carry me out. I don't care. I'm in the Hall of Fame, baby. Count on it. Look around. You go to bed next week every night and take that deep breath and think what it'll be like when I'm running you so hard you're tripping on your tongue. You throw me in the cage, well, pal, I'm going to come back and hit you twice as hard. You know why? Because my career, my credentials are on the line again. I'm not going to walk through one-way airport going like this, having somebody say, hey, Flair, Vader's coming back. It's going to be you and me next Sunday night to the end. Two of us will walk that aisle, pal. Both of us wanting the same thing in life, and that's to be the man. The problem is, big man, the newest saying going on the streets today is, Vader, you ain't the man. You just know the man. And in Albany, Georgia, Superbrawl, pal, count on this. They might carry me out. They might take me in an ambulance. But, pal, I rode in an ambulance from an airplane crash once before. You can't hurt me any worse. Are you prepared to feel the same? Are you prepared to take the same? Because in my heart, in my soul, in my gut, I gotta be there, pal. And I'm a player. Ask around. Woo!
Powerful indeed. Stay tuned. Up next is Jungle Jim Steele. Promotional.
Doc, can you hear the background, that crowd that's piped in?
Yes.
Yeah. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. It's very obvious.
Yeah, it's very obvious that they're not there.
Yeah.
Did Rick forget some children? Because he said my wife won't be there, my kid won't be there.
He's wired. Whatever.
Yeah, leave him alone. Come on.
Sorry.
I love the line, Flair, when he says, "Fatigue makes cowards of us all." I think he said that before, but
yeah, I've heard that. People say that.
That was Vince Lombardi, I believe.
But I thought this was a really good promo.
That was Bum Phillips.
Yeah, it was Jerry Glanville.
It was
sure.
It was Dave Wilson, Mike.
Oh my God. I used to like Glanville. He used to make me laugh. This is NFL, which stands for
in him.
Yeah, this is NFL, which stands for not for long. If you keep making calls like that, I'll be bagging groceries. I was like, what the piss did he just say?
I forgot he was on that show that used to come on HBO. Remember, Inside the NFL?
Like a host?
I used to love that shit, dude.
Oh, back in the day, that was a good show if you had HBO.
Dude, that was some good shit, bro.
Yeah, that was a real good show.
Yeah,
I think it's still on. I don't know if it's on HBO. I think so. I haven't watched it in a very long time. But there was a time where that show was like damn good, and I didn't have HBO.
Quality.
I used to catch it every now and then if I was by a friend's house that had HBO or family. But man, that was a very good show.
Yeah.
Doc, any other thoughts on Flair's promo? I thought he was great.
I like when he said, "Carry me out."
He's got a point.
Fire me. I'm already fired.
Any other
Lady
thoughts?
Stetson.
Hold on.
Jesus.
I don't know if this will make YouTube because of the audio in the background, but Harper, I got a question for you. I'm gonna play this commercial real quick. Here it is. Lady Stetson.
Here's it all. Lady Stetson. It's how the West was won.
Harper,
Jesus Christ.
you ever date a woman that wore Lady Stetson?
No.
Can you imagine what that stuff what smells like?
Oh boy.
Yeah, oh boy,
I bet
is
that
right.
guy that was just in that tag team match probably dated some chicks that wore it. Got the Moore's tag team partner.
Matt Shepard was his name.
Matt Shepard probably dated some bras that wore Lady fucking Stetson. That's like Lady Brute. Lady Old Spice.
I need you to ask Tiffany if she's ever heard of Lady Stetson.
She don't know what Stetson is.
Because I guarantee you, if I go to my wife and say, "You ever heard of Lady Stetson perfume?" she would look at me like I have 16 heads.
Yeah.
I told you need to quit that damn podcast with Harper and Doc.
Yeah, look at this.
This guy's the
kids are
best.
just sitting here.
All right,
Look at this fella.
We will continue. Jungle Jim Steele puts us to sleep. He takes on Fred Avery. We are showing Ted Turner and Jane Fonda sitting ringside. Jungle Jim wins. I got nothing else from it. Doc, did you?
If he's from the jungle, where does he go when the match is over?
I don't fucking know, man. It's all stupid.
That's the best I could come up with for this match. Fuck this.
And then I laugh when I think about what Crockett told us. Dusty wanted him to swing to the ring.
That would have been more interesting.
No.
Didn't WWE had the pirate guy that used to swing to the ring with like the knife in his mouth like 15 years ago?
You asking the wrong one, bro.
Remember that guy? About 15 years ago, he had a pirate gimmick, and he had like the knife in his mouth that he would swing on the fucking rope. What the fuck was that guy's name? Son of a bitch.
Doc, can you maybe try to Google that while I'm play this next promo?
Was this WWE? You said?
Oh yeah, about 15 years ago.
Pirate guy.
Wrestler.
Pirate
swung.
guy?
He was a pirate,
like a swashbuckler or something.
Right? Yeah, like from Captain Hook or something.
Well, doesn't Drew McIntyre have a sword?
Dude, no, but
no, this dude was a full-fledged
pirate.
Pirates of the Caribbean pirate.
He's saying like full-fledged pirate. Do you have a peg leg?
No.
Okay, obviously I'm joking.
Okay.
Who is
the
it?
WWE wrestler associated with a Pirates of the Caribbean gimmick featuring a sword was Paul Burchill, who had an entrance where he would descend on a rope dressed as a pirate.
What year was this?
That's a good question.
Because I don't remember that. Was it that bad? It's one of those things where you just don't remember it?
Pirate Paul Burchill.
So you're looking up the year? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm trying.
Throw that sumbitch and sumbuck in Chat GPT, man.
2006.
Oh boy, that's 19 years ago. God, no, I don't know. I do not remember that.
It was after the first couple of Pirates movies.
Okay,
that's great.
Harper, I'm amazed you remembered that because Doc.
Well, he's a wrestling historian. He's a historian.
Of course,
I was watching I was watching nonstop back then.
Yeah, you and Randy were watching the piss out of the Swashbuckler.
TNA. Fuck, the Randy wasn't. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Randy wasn't. Okay. All right. Well, now that we got that answered on who the Pirate was in WWE in 2006, let's go to Mean Gene, who's interviewing Ted Turner and Jane Fonda. Here it is.
It's great to see the fans in the stands here on WCW Saturday Night. And we've got a couple of very special people. Good friends of ours and, of course, of World Championship Wrestling. Jane Fonda. Jane, welcome to center stage. And, of course, our fearless leader, Ted Turner. Ted, it just seems to me like you take a look at these guys, they get bigger, they get better, and World Championship Wrestling just seems to keep on keeping on, bigger and better all the time, too.
Well, I've been involved with the wrestling business since we started televising it back in, I think, 73, and so it's a real pleasure for me to be really in it now.
Well, the growth is phenomenal, and we certainly appreciate your support. I can't tell you what an honor it is. These fans love you. We want to see more of you. All right, stay tuned when we return. We're going to be back.
Boy, Ted was not lost for words there, was he?
Did you expect him to have just a tiny bit more charisma there?
I mean, we've seen him, not seen him, but we've heard him deliver clips before. I don't know. I expected maybe a little more. That was weird to me.
He probably didn't want to be there.
I don't know.
It's wrestling. Everybody wants to see that.
Yeah, and Ted was a wrestling guy. Like, Ted, you go to high school with him?
He's like, damn, Smoltz is pitching tonight at Fulton County Stadium. And I'm sitting here with this bullshit.
Come on.
Tarzan.
He didn't say that.
That's what he was thinking.
No, he didn't. Come on.
Okay, so here's a question. What would he be more likely to do? Could he name more wrestlers on the roster before the card tonight or people on the Braves roster?
Probably
the Braves, dude. Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Braves on that
one. The Braves. I mean, they named the goddamn stadium, the field after him.
That's true, too. It's not called Turner Stage. It's called Center Stage. No, they
should have called it fucking Hank Aaron Stadium instead of fucking Ted Turner.
That's a good point.
They might should have called that shit Greg Maddox Field, but that's a different story.
Yeah, a little bit different. All right. Well, Ted Turner had a lot to say there, it seemed. But anyway.
Man, you own this shit. You're the boss. Fucking great to be here.
Great to be here. My wife's great. She's glad to be here. She just left the communist meeting.
Whoa,
okay.
whoa.
Remember that?
No.
Allegedly. Dude. She has...
Go ahead.
She expressed regret for how that went down.
I'm sure she did.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you were...
She was... I mean... In her defense, she was young.
Sure.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, she was, 19, 20 fucking years old?
I'm not going to say anything else on the subject.
Oh, my God. That's so great. Somebody out there is listening and can't wait to DM the show or send in some kind of message to set Harper straight.
Y'all need to tell Harper that it ain't goddamn funny to be cozying up to the goddamn communists.
That's right. She took a picture next to that damn anti-aircraft gun or whatever.
Our fucking boys were in harm's way, and she's over there sitting her snail trail on some rocket launcher she needs to get served up some real American justice.
That's right.
Don't
stop being an American.
There went the other new listener of the week, Matt Wilson. Oh, my. Okay. We go to the Superbrawl 4 Control Center with Mean Gene. Mean Gene goes over the card, promos from the Nasty Boys, and then Cactus and Max Payne hyping up the card. It was pretty much meat and potatoes. Max Payne did a lot of talking, thus I'm not listening to it. Doc, any thoughts on the Superbrawl Control Center?
The sixth man is dumb, but we have already said that. And I'm pretty sure Sags called it stupid brawl.
Best part of it. Yeah, good stuff.
Hey, can you not call our event stupid, please?
Right.
And oh, by the way, can y'all stop roughing people up for real in the back?
Right. Stop biting
Thanks.
people. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right. Well, we have more than one debut on Saturday night this week. The next match we go to after commercial is Lord Steven Regal versus the Patriot in a television title match. So
he's the number one ranked contender for sure.
Right. Just strolls on in, gets a title match, and boy, no shot on Del Wilkes here. If you don't know who the Patriot is,
I don't remember this at all.
I vaguely,
because my exposure to the Patriot was when he was feuding with Bret Hart.
Yeah, later on.
That's to come.
Yes, to come.
Right.
I
had no idea this was a thing.
So I knew him from Global before this.
Global, right?
Yes. He was in Global, the GWF Sportatorium. What I didn't know is I was like, I wanted to look up. I didn't realize he worked for that South Atlantic Pro out of the Carolinas in like 91 and 92.
Okay.
He also, before this, I think he was briefly the Trooper, or may have been Del Wilkes, or even the Patriot, like a one-stop
AWA?
thing. No. Well, yeah, that. But WWF too, I thought he may have done like something like that. But anyway, Doc, these people in center stage are chanting USA as Regal comes out. Like we are really in the midst of the Cold War as a great American hero, the Patriot, takes on that evil communist person from England, Lord Steven Regal. I can't get over
shithead.
I can't get over how we act like this dude is a communist whenever he's facing someone who's an American. It's unreal.
So I would say that whenever you're out on the socials, if that's your thing, and you're like, I can't believe people are this stupid or whatever, just remember that, people have a long history of being stupid.
Hey, look.
You don't say.
If we wouldn't have beat the British in that Revolutionary War, we'll all be speaking English right now. So,
right.
Come on.
But no, like these people are chanting USA like this dude is a Russian assassin.
Like he's been sent over to get the original 13 back.
It's like 1981 and this guy is like it's some
like
amazing
it's Uncle Ivan in like 78.
Right. It's amazing.
Let's say RIP to former BTT guest Del Wilkes, the Patriot.
He was really cool when I talked to him too.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Was he selling cars at that point?
I think so. I think he was I think he was a car salesman at that point. Yeah.
I don't remember why I remember that, but can you go back to 3253?
3253. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at Regal's facials when he looks at him right there. It is hilarious. The disgust. Here.
It's coming. There it is. I can't explain it. Yeah. Go ahead, Harper.
He's like, you fucking clown.
You know what's funny?
That was great.
Harper would like this. Harper, when I recorded with Del Wilkes back then, 10 years ago now, after we recorded, he talked a little bit about college football with me, but during the recording. But after, he starts telling me even more stories because he played at South Carolina, and who he played with, right?
Yeah,
he played with former Saints first round draft pick George Rogers.
Okay,
and he's telling me, he's like, I still talk to George all the time. I was like, really? Anyway, I mean, if you're an old school Saints fan, you know who George Rogers is, and he was a hell of a running back, and let's just say he had some substance abuse problems in the pros. And I'll leave it at that.
He wasn't the only one.
Well, yeah. No,
That's right. Haven't we all had that problem?
I don't know if we've all had that problem, but he definitely wasn't the only one, for sure.
I'm just saying, back then, bro, I mean, you know, it was a different world.
Yeah. Yeah,
Back
don't
then,
say.
Huh? Yeah.
All right. Now that we got the mad Russian in here facing the All-American boy and the USA chants going crazy, there was a lot of hole working as normal in Regal matches, and the fans were into it the whole time. No one gets more out of doing less in the ring, and I mean that as a compliment, than Regal. And that was kind of what this match was.
And that's the thing is, like, he's working what most people would say, oh, that's boring. But the fans were with it.
They're with it every time.
It makes sense.
I think Harper's right. He makes it make sense. Everything he does with those holes and pressure points and
he's
working.
telling a story through physical movement.
Yep.
There you go. Hey, this match was really good, and the last minute was pretty great.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I'm trying to think.
Go ahead.
This was 94, right?
No,
yes.
Yeah.
We were in 1994.
I'm thinking that whole Somalia thing must have already happened, right? The Black Hawk Down.
What are we talking about?
Oh, I don't remember.
The whole Black Hawk Down.
It wasn't after this?
That's what I'm wondering, why they would be so America, you know, all Patriot.
Because it's Southern wrestling fans.
We can't stop being American, Harper.
Now, this is what I want you to do. Go into debt and buy a piece of shit truck for fucking 80 grand that's going to be fucking dead in 12 fucking years.
We can't stop being American, like signing up for a 7-year note on an overpriced car.
Sir.
On an overpriced fucking truck with plastic fucking bumpers.
Sir.
That's not going to be around 20 years from now.
They're doing 8-year notes now.
Oh.
7 and 8. Not just, 6, 7 from what I've heard.
Does the warranty, do you get a better warranty?
Sir, we found that your repairs are not covered under warranty.
Good luck with that.
Jesus Christ.
Can you imagine financing a vehicle for 8 years?
8 fucking years. They're going to have to buy styles by the time it's paid off.
Right.
I get a bus pass.
The fuck, dude. I don't buy a nice used vehicle. I just don't understand why people can't lower their fucking standards for a half an hour.
They can't because they deserve nice things. Now,
bruh, when people say that,
you nailed it, Doc.
We all deserve more.
I don't feel like I deserve more, and that's a shoot.
But the problem is, just because you deserve it doesn't mean you're gonna fucking get it. Because that's not the world we fucking live in.
I do not believe that I deserve nice things, which makes it easy because I don't want to buy them either.
Sure. Going back to the
Look
finish.
at these two.
Going back to the finish, Doc, it was a series of false finishes. We got a time limit draw. So the Patriot in his Saturday night debut goes to a time limit draw against Regal. So Regal retains. But
Regal made him.
Yeah. Let's go now to Steve Austin and Colonel Parker, who are with Mean Gene. And
man, Austin looks like a dirtbag college guy that has to go to court for something.
Yeah,
and that's the best.
He got a DUI leaving a college bar.
It looks like he went.
He
looks like he went to Ole Miss right there.
And that's what constitutes getting all dressed up.
I got to tuck my shirt in. Fuck. All right.
Why? What does that matter?
Why?
Oh my God.
Fuck. We ain't going to church.
Right. Let's go to it now. Mean Gene's with Colonel Parker and Steve Austin.
Tony, joining me right now, none other than the United States heavyweight champion, stunning Steve Austin. And also joining him, of course, is Colonel Harlan Parker.
Now, don't you start on that now. I'm going to tell you one thing.
Sorry about
it wasn't a short time ago here I suffered the worst humiliation I ever suffered in my life right here before these folks. I swore I'd never be seen in public again, let alone a television program. I'm guaranteeing you there's one thing that saved it, though, Gene, is standing right here beside me, because he let me know, Steve let me know how important it was that I be with him and by his side. And also he drew a clear point for me to understand that I had been flim-flammed at the clash when I had Pillman down and I was beating on him. I had him where I wanted him. Then here he come with this boss man, and I got double teamed.
Speaking of Brian Pillman, I understand that you've signed a match for him next week right here on Saturday night.
Oh, I certainly have. And now I want to introduce to you
from the. Going to meet him?
Oh no, neither is he going to get a United States title match. I want to introduce to you from the continent of Asia and the Far East, Mongolia, as a matter of fact, the Mongolian Mauler. Bring him on in here. Take a look at this, Pillman.
You look at that.
Come around here, Mauler. Mauler, don't waste any time. Come right here. Down, Mauler. All the way down.
Treating like a dog, please.
All the way down. You stay out of this. Put the block on him over here. I don't want anybody at home trying this. This is a dangerous thing we're doing here. No ordinary man could withstand this blow. We're going to break this block. Get back out of the way here now. Go ahead, Steve. Give it to him. Break it.
You've got to be kidding me. Hey, oh my.
Get up from there, Mauler. Now I want you to look at that, Pillman. I want you to train for that, son. I want you to do your very best job to fly and fruit fly and train to meet the Mongolian Mauler here next week.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that should be something else next week here on Saturday night. Stay tuned. We've got more action when we return here on TBS.
Doc, Harper, do y'all remember him?
No.
You don't remember
That's
him?
not the Mongolian Stomper I remember. Oh, the Mauler, you said.
Right. He was in Smoky Mountain briefly.
For 10 seconds.
In summer of 92, he made a few appearances.
As what?
Mongolian
With Kevin
Mauler.
Sullivan.
Oh, was he?
It was
it was part of that whole Brian Lee thing.
Summer of 92. He was there.
Oh, when they were hiring the people to take him out. Brian Lee, right? He was one of them.
I can't. Yeah. I believe so. I thought he might have did something else too, but it wasn't a long run. And speaking of not having long runs, don't get too used to this guy because he ain't here for long either.
What are we doing?
When I saw him put that sledgehammer, I was like, oh, God, he's going to go back like he's going to win the goddamn carnival. I was like, oh, thank God he just tapped it. It was a work brick.
First of all, that's a white guy.
No, it's not. Come on. That's the Asian Mongolian.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. I'm laughing at I had to go back and watch Austin with the mallet because I'm thinking the same thing now. I'm waiting for him to wind up like he's at the carnival hitting the gimmick and just throw that sledgehammer where the sledgehammer hits his ass before he swings back.
Because Austin doesn't want to be doing this.
Dude,
no.
The minute I don't remember this. Two, the minute I heard him say Mongolian Mauler, I was like, what? And then he comes out, I go, oh, that's your boy from Smoky Mountain briefly. And I was like, oh, no. Because while we praise Austin and Parker, there's some things that just don't work with them, brother. And this is one of them.
Yeah, so it's like, let's take something that's, working and just make it the most mud show territory bullshit ever.
Yeah.
Austin's wearing white blue jeans.
Yeah.
Man, that's just dangerous.
Yeah, I've never been that brave.
Wait, hold on. Explain, Harper. I get it. I want to hear.
White blue jeans. You get one little stain or something, you're fucked.
Yeah.
God forbid you let a wet one loose.
Everybody's going to think you boo-boo Japans.
Right.
Bro, you ever let a wet one loose and you're like, oh, shit.
Never.
Okay.
Nope. Just you.
All right.
Just you, Mike.
Well, we've seen Ric Flair do it in the ring. That's all I'm going to say on Saturday night is had a poo-poo stain and when he was facing Pillman.
A what stain? What
poo-poo.
Are you, 5?
Poo-poo.
Woody's in poo-poo.
There goes a new listener of the week. Anyway. All right, Doc. Any other thoughts on whatever that was with Austin and Parker?
No, I'll take your word that it doesn't last long, and I think that's for the best.
All right. Well, it is time for a debut on Saturday night. Another one. We got
Paul?
Terror Rizin, a.k.a. Triple H, a.k.a. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, a.k.a. Paul, versus Keith Cole. Man, you never know who's going to come to the top of the heap. I'll tell you that much.
I always thought it was spelled like Terra and then RYZ something IN.
I've
something,
never
but
thought
okay.
of how it would have been spelled, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But he is Terror Rizin. Like
Good-looking young kid.
Good-looking young kid. Kind of like Andre Rizin. I got a comment on that later from some commentary
Bobby
from Bobby.
Heenan says that.
Yeah. So anyway, Heenan wants to know where Colonel Parker finds these guys. And then he says, does he pull them from a basement somewhere? Talking about the Mauler. Ugh.
You know what I was thinking? Imagine if Colonel Parker went and met Ted Turner when he's in full gimmick. What do you think Ted Turner would have fucking thought?
I think he should have gone over there and here's your cigar.
Well, Robert Welch, I didn't go to high school with him, is one of the ultimate workers. And I would imagine he would go over there trying to recruit him to be a booster for Ole Miss or maybe something else. Who knows? But
we certainly could use your patronage on the football team.
I mean, a man with your such fine taste. All right. Well, let's go to Terror Rizin and Keith Cole. Doc, thoughts?
I can't believe the Coles are still here.
They're good in the ring, man. They just got to get rid of that haircut, dude.
You don't like that?
I don't know what the piss that is.
Looks like
I'd rather him keep
fucking Derby.
I'd rather him keep the hair and get out of here.
Okay. That seems kind of mean, but all right.
Yeah. Terror Rizin is about as bad of a name as like Menace to Society, if you think about it.
No, right. Boy, really took you real long to think that shit up, huh?
Yeah. You can blame Don Debussy for that one.
We already have.
I was gonna blame Joe Kane.
No. I had met Joe, but we didn't really know each other at the time. But you can blame Don Debussy for that one. Anyway. Like Terror Rizin. Like, you go back and listen to people's first names in wrestling, and most of them ain't spectacular. Oh, that's all I'm saying. All right, so Doc. Well, let me see if you got anything else from this, and then I got some comments about his finisher.
Yeah, before the finisher, I mean, Harper, what are you seeing here? Does he look? I mean, he's green, but
I mean, what would got potential?
What does Dman think of this?
Oh yeah, I know people always, he married the boss's daughter, but look, bro, Paul could go. Paul's a good worker. I mean, somebody married the boss's daughter. They're just jealous because they couldn't get any of that. But they tried.
That's true.
Yeah.
How many of the boys tried to hit on Stephanie?
D-Man, I've always heard that Triple H was the guy who stood next to the guy that was making the money. Do you believe that, D-Man?
I mean, I can see that, but you know what? He made his money, and guess what? Where's he at now? Exactly.
That's true. He's the new Vince.
Saudis, yeah.
Oh my God. I can't say this on air. Something D-Man texted me at Harper.
What?
When you sent the text about the Saudis buying EA Sports.
Yeah, you saw that, Doc?
No.
The Saudi Arabians bought EA Sports, like the Madden games and all that.
I don't know if it's official, but I believe it's been reported. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, D-Man had some thoughts about that.
I have some thoughts about that too. I'm gonna not say what I'm thinking. Yeah.
All right. You want to go to the finish now?
Yeah. What? He's a worker, bro.
All right. So apparently, if you watch him do this finisher, I don't know if it's exactly the Fuller leg lock, but it is a leg lock, right, Doc?
I thought it was an Indian deathlock, which I thought the Fuller, and I could be wrong here, so everybody put down your keyboards. But I always thought that was the Fuller was like a modified Indian deathlock, so maybe that's what we're talking about here.
Okay, fair enough. So I was asking Crockett about that. What's the story on the finisher? Being that it just seems random to me. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Anyway,
that's probably the last time Triple H used that move.
Well, he had said that he basically got that from Killer Kowalski. So, and he just went with it as a finisher.
All right.
Yeah. So nothing fancy about it, but that was that's why you saw the finisher. All right.
Well, a decent little debut here. We've got, a guy that just took Regal to the limit. We've got Triple H in there knocking it out in his first match, and we've got the Mongolian Mauler.
Bobby Cole when he submits to Terror Rizin here, Bobby Heenan says, "Is that Andre Risin's brother?" The former Atlanta Falcon. Tony says, "No, it's not." Anyway, Bobby.
When the girl from TLC burned his goddamn house down. Remember that?
Yeah,
that was him, right?
Yes, that was him. That was him. You heard the story about what happened? So apparently,
why she did it?
Well, apparently the tub or shower, the tub before that was like a porcelain one, and it ended up getting replaced by a cheaper version for whatever reason. I don't know what that reason was. I can't remember off the top of my head. So that same tub, when she threw a stuffed animal in it or whatever that she had lit on fire. Anyway, that sucker lit up like a Christmas tree, and that's how the house caught on fire. So if it would have been just a regular porcelain tub, the fire probably doesn't start the way it spread as quick as it did.
I don't know what kind of tub it was.
I forget. It wasn't porcelain, no.
Look it up, Doc.
Fiberglass? Maybe
so.
I don't know how flammable fiberglass is, as I say that. But we will continue here. We go to Arn Anderson and Eric Watts. Ooh, what a combo. These two hated each other, remember? Whatever. Versus Pretty Wonderful. There is no assassin with them. Tony points out, this is good shit here, pal. Tony points out that the assassin isn't out there, but since he wears a mask, how do we know that the assassin is not here in the building?
Oh.
He could be here, but maskless, Bobby says. And then Bobby says, I'm going to scan and look for him, and then never returns to that thought. My thought was, look for the fattest son of a bitch in the crowd with a jelly roll neck and fat face if you wonder where he's at in the crowd. You'd be able, tell me I'm lying. Harper, would you be able to spot that fat son of a gun instantly?
Oh, yeah.
You can't miss him. Even if you don't have a mask on, you'd be like, oh, that's that fat bastard right there.
In 1994, but what about 2025?
Bruh, you would be able to spot him. Just look for the fattest son of a gun that's 5'9". Bruh, you couldn't miss that fat neck without a mask.
What's wrong with you?
I'm speaking the truth. What's wrong with you?
I just don't think that we need all that.
All right, well.
Yeah, don't be bad-mouthing him. He's a legend.
Sure.
That's right.
I didn't say he wasn't. I just said he's fat. Those, we're not having the same discussion here.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Doc, Arn and Roma are the legal men at the end, but Arn tosses Orndorff over the top, and it ends with a DQ. Pretty Wonderful get the win in a nothing happening match. You got anything else?
I do. Can you go to 1:20:15, and we are going to need Bobby's audio.
1:20:15? That's not right. This match does not go that long.
Shit.
Yeah.
He says something,
dude,
about Arn. Heenan says something about Arn being in his room.
Hold on. Well, let's try 1:00:15 because it can't be.
Okay.
And see if it's there. Hold on.
Now, there's nothing Arn Anderson likes better, Tony, than to work over a guy who thinks he's a good-looking, pretty kind of guy. Well, Arn Anderson's just a down-home, tough, street fighting, ring wrestling, alley brawler. He'll take you out a lot of different ways.
All right. I'm going to try 1:01:15. See if that's it.
Oh, there you go.
He orchestrated this butt kicking on Mr. Watts.
One would think that's what happened. Look at Orndorff get out, but Eric Watts. Wow. And again, big slam.
Damn it. Well, somewhere he makes a comment about Arn being in his room, looking pretty good coming out of his room or something.
So we're just supposed to pretend like these two didn't have a fight at the gas station?
This isn't the first time they've teamed up.
Right.
Really?
And we are supposed to think that, Harper.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
is pretty pitiful if you ask me, but whatever.
He took Watts when Roma went crazy.
All right. Well, pretty wonderful win by DQ. From there, we go to Harley Race and Vader. Here they are.
Tony, the man directly affected by the decision of WCW Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel. This man, Vader, is my guest along with Harley Race. We saw what this man did to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat right here on this television program last week. I cannot believe it. It certainly brought Ric Flair out of the woodwork, Harley.
Well, let me tell you this, Mr. Okerlund. This man promised the world that they would see Ric Flair in Thunder Cage. It didn't make any difference what he had to do, to what step he had to take. He would have Ric Flair in Thunder Cage. I have listened for 20 years to the woo of Ric Flair. After Thunder Cage, I will not have to listen to the woo. Flair, you and every other person refers to this man as the monster. I refer to him as the greatest athlete on the face of God's green earth.
Let's talk to the man himself.
In the world, let me ask you all a question. What time is it? What time is it? Brother, because it's Vader time. One more time. And Nature Boy, you rat punk! You took the bait! The trap has been sprung! But what kind of a man do you call yourself? Look yourself in the mirror! It took me to threaten your family, embarrass your wife, and I nearly beat your friend half to death! Look yourself in the mirror. Can you really call yourself a man? Brother. It's over. It's done. I'm going to end it all for you. The world has heard its last woo. Let's get it on. Blood, sweat, and tears. Bring it all. Because I'm going to take it. Listen to me, Flair. Nature Boy. It's over. Your little boy can't help you. Your pretty bride can't help you. Your friend can't help you. It's me and you in the steel cage. It is the revenge of Vader.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, on pay-per-view.
All right, so at least we get Vader trying to talk us into the building and Harley Race saying, I've listened to the woo for 20 years and I'm sick and tired of it and all that good stuff. And after next Sunday, he won't have to listen to it anymore. I thought that was a good promo, so that's why I wanted to play it from those two. Doc, your thoughts?
I agree. I thought Vader was really good there.
Harper, anything?
Yeah, great.
I just
4-1. Back-to-back home runs.
4-1 or 5-0?
I mean, yeah, 5-0. Okay, y'all watching it too.
I got it on in the background, man. I wouldn't miss it. I got to support you, even though I'm not a Dodgers fan.
Well, that's not true,
what
Harper.
Was
What was what? What are you talking about?
Who's he beating up?
Well, I was about to say I needed help from you again if we got to it. Vader's taking on Sonny Rogers. He beats the hell out of him. Harper, where does Sonny Rogers work?
Jesus Christ, look at this motherfucker.
That shirt.
I don't think that's a part of his ring gear. He just couldn't get it off before Vader started whooping his ass.
Why wear that shirt out to the fucking ring?
Dude, Vader caught him
out of the house.
Vader caught him in the mouth.
Yes.
Watch Vader catch him in the mouth when he bends over. The guy bends over. Watch, here comes. Bam, right there. He caught him. And that dude's like, I didn't sign up for this.
That's the definition of swallowing somebody up. He ate him up.
Where's this guy work, Harper?
Oh, God. he works at, he's the fucking produce manager at fucking Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly was I don't know if it still is a local type restaurant, grocery store.
They got one on the West Bank still.
Okay, there you go.
Chef's Highway, I bet.
No, it's on the West Bank.
I just try to be a part of things because, you know.
Vader ate this guy up instantly.
He should for that shirt he's wearing.
Oh my God. That's one of those
shirts you wear like when you're cutting the grass.
Yes.
It's one of those shirts those guys would wear too if they had a physique.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's got the muscle dude on the front. You just can't see it because it's not
I don't give a shit. Those horizontal stripes are not good.
It's like a prison, like a convict shirt.
Next, you're going to tell me he looks like the Hamburglar.
Maybe.
All right. Well, Vader eats this guy up. Eventually, he
looks like him and Tim Horner go to the same supercuts.
Sounds about right. Oh, Jesus.
Don't he?
Yes, that was good.
I wait for him to start singing some Garth Brooks.
Why don't you sing some Garth Brooks?
Yeah,
because fucking YouTube's gonna snatch it up.
All right, well, it takes Steamboat to come out and save this poor bastard's life, and then Steamboat mixes it up with Vader, and then the boss man comes out, chases off Vader, and you know they're building up to this match where Boss Man's going to be the special referee.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean it ain't the worst thing, believe me. All right, well, we'll continue. We go to Ricky Steamboat versus Fidel Sierra, a.k.a. the Cuban Assassin. Quick match, crossbody from Steamboat. Steamboat wins. Doc, any thoughts?
That was fast.
It was very, very fast. That's what she said. Anyway, we'll keep moving. We'll go
was it in?
We'll go to the Boss Man versus a beardless hustler, Rip Rogers. And Boss Man wins quickly.
He needs the beard.
I think so. Rip doesn't look right without the beard. When they show him, I thought they eventually show him up close. He definitely needs a beard. Any thoughts on this one?
Like he looks skinnier too. Maybe
he just looks.
Maybe it's because
he doesn't look the same.
That hair.
Boy,
look at that hair.
Look at that rat tail, Harper.
You think he got a shoot job?
I don't know, but
he had to have a shoot job.
Harper. What is?
It's not even a rat tail. It's like he was getting his hair cut and the barber had a fucking stroke and he couldn't finish the rest of it.
Of course. All right. Rip's
He's
doing
starting
karate.
to warm up. The Dodgers have put a couple over the fence. He's starting to feel it now. Look out.
They sure have. What is Rip doing the Karate Kid imitation in to the Boss Man? Like, I love Rip Rogers. I mean, just look at this. He throws the robe off.
He looks completely different.
He does.
That beard, because he looked like a guy from like the Bee Gees or something, kind of.
He looks like a Lanny Poffo, great value Lanny Poffo or something.
Well, you can tell by the way I walk and talk.
I'm a woman's man.
He looks so different without the beard, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rip's gonna lose quickly. Doc, any thoughts?
Wrong guy won.
Oh my God, I love Rip Rogers, but shut up, okay? Seriously,
I mean, you don't like the boss?
I'm not a trailer fan.
You go to high school with him?
Yeah,
perhaps.
Well, we go to a promo after the match when Boss Man hits him with the Bubba Slam or the whatever the hell you want to call it these days. Boss Man says in his promo, he's going to make sure there's a winner or a loser, and he tells Flair and Vader that if they try to push him around, he'll push back. Doc, any thoughts on Boss Man's promo, meat and potatoes?
I hope he's not too involved in the match.
Okay, I guess we'll see. That's why we'll be reviewing it on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. So sign up if you want to hear our review of it. If not, there won't be a show that week. All right, we'll keep going.
Nice. Just go off and live in a dark hole somewhere until we decide to come back.
Well, it was your idea, so there's that.
It was. That was. I'm always innovating for the show.
Of course you are. You're an idea guy. Yeah.
I'm the generator. I'm the rainmaker here.
I want to listen to this because these two guys, I'm not interested in this 6-man match at Superbrawl, but just kind of listen to their promo. I think they do a good job of trying to sell us on it. Here it is.
Superbrawl coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Contact your cable company. Big 6-man tag team match is going to be taking place in Thunder Cage. You, Dustin Rhodes, are going to be teaming up with none other than Flying Brian and, of course, Sting. Your opponents, Ravishing Rick Rude, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, and Stunning Steve Austin.
Fractured skulls, severed limbs, collapsed lungs. It doesn't sound much like a wrestling match, does it, Mean Gene? Well, it's not. It's Thunder Cage, a match so violent, so visually graphic, it's unfit for network television. But there couldn't be a more fitting showcase for 3 men. The Natural, the Stinger, Flying Brian, 3 men with a ravenous penchant for mayhem who are going to take that 20-foot Thunder Cage and turn it into a giant cheese grater and take Stunning Steve.
All right, no secret, there's no love lost.
Gino, what a great opportunity it is for me to finally end some feuds, naming Ravishing Rick Rude far from over, Paula Orndorff far from over, and Stunning Steve Austin, who stole my United States heavyweight title. Well, February 20th, Superbrawl 1994 Thunder Cage, the Stinger, Flying Brian, the Natural Dustin Rhodes. We are coming to kick your
Be part of it all. Promotional considerations paid for.
So, again, I'm not too high on this 6-man deal. We talked about it last week, but I thought these guys were good here trying to push it. So I got to give them credit where credit's due. Doc, any thoughts?
I agree, and I like how, Pillman's the one setting up the picture, and then Dustin comes in and cleans it up with all the details. And the reason why it makes sense, they're trying real hard to make us, see the reason, but not their fault.
I would ask Harper his thoughts, but he'd say, I don't know, Mike, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, what do you want me to say?
He's saving that for the Ask Harper.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's 5-0. Oh, look at that. Oh, he gave
Ted and Jane got
Turner.
the kiss that don't miss. He put the kiss
That's
on
right.
him. Johnny B. Bad did. By the way, you mentioned Ask Harper. I don't think we said it at the beginning of the show. It's going to happen right now on Patreon. If you're a patron, you can submit a question. There's a thread. It's called Ask Harper 2025. I'm not sure.
We may never get through we've already had so many questions come in just the first day of this. We may never get through these. This may become a new running segment on the show.
That's possible. The other thing is, the other part of me wants to say we'll get through it just fine because I'm going to send him to Harper. He's going to look at him and then ask it, and he's going to give a 30-second answer, if that, on many of them.
Harper, I think I got a similar number of questions as you've gotten so far. You'll get more. They'll come in. We got how many hours out of it, Mike?
Dude, we did 5 episodes, and they were at least an hour each.
Yeah.
Like we probably got a good,
goddamn.
We got a good 6+ hours out of it. Now we didn't do it all at one time. Obviously, it took us 2 months to get done almost. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of similar with Crockett. I had multiple parts with him too. No, it's a yearly thing with you that we've done. We've done it like 3 years now, but we always get at least 4 parts out of it. We'll definitely get 4 parts out of Harper's because we're not going to do hour-long shows. It'll be like 30 minutes or so. But I guarantee he'll go through those questions quicker than us. But there's some good ones so far. So if you're not a patron and you want to ask Harper a question, become one. tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Those episodes will be recorded in the future. We don't have a date yet, but they are coming. All right, Doc, let's go now to the main event of this week's show. It is Rick Rude versus Johnny B. Bad. This is for the WCW International Heavyweight Title. Ugh. International World Heavyweight Title. Boy. Anyway.
Is it called the WCW International?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, what? Like we've talked about this for a few weeks now. What do we oh boy in here?
WCW International Heavyweight Champion. You know, that's the kind of belt that, like, remember, like the little muscle guys, the little pink dudes.
Yeah,
that's the belt they were trying to get.
Right. So on the graphic, it just says WCW International Champion, but is technically the International World Champion, which is
they probably couldn't fit it all in there.
Extra. Those cost extra. Extra letters cost money.
Right. So
Ted's here tonight. We want to make him know that we're watching his money for him.
Yeah.
These two had a hell of a match. I thought. I had several timestamps at 1:46:55. Bad hits a backslide, then a DDT, and Rude kicked out. Fans I thought were into it. 1:48. We get a little dong dancing from Johnny B. Bad, and Heenan has trouble saying WCW. He actually almost slipped and says WWF at one point.
I bet he did. I mean, he said it probably every night for last 10 years.
Right. 1:53:20. Rude does some dong dancing. It's really good.
I had four timestamps.
What were yours? What were yours?
1:42:44.
Oh, that's the one. Is that the one where the women? You need audio or
no?
Okay. Yeah, this is when he does the swivel hips one of the first times, and Johnny's staring at him like, "What the shit."
How come nobody did it at Jane? He should have done it to Jane.
Oh, that's true.
He might want to keep his job.
Oh,
I mean, Johnny B. Bad should have done it back at him.
Well,
yeah,
like I said, he's going to do it in a few minutes.
There you go. That way to book the territory, Harper.
Because he's, flamboyant.
How about 1:48:06?
So you had the second one that I had. So let me go to it, and let me even play some audio from it. Because I think this is where Heenan might almost slip. Here it is.
Just announce here.
There's got to be some way to worm me in up there.
If there is some way, you'll find it out, I'm sure.
There you
What
go.
an insult.
Yeah.
What an insult. To do that to the WPF. He's WC. What is he?
Get your letters right here.
WWRB. Let's forget it, Tony. You confused me again.
Well, you're the
Tony, get your letters right here.
Come on, stay right there, because we got about another 30 seconds, and we're going to be back into some dong dancing.
Okay. So what?
They're working this camel clutch.
Was it 1:49? You had some more dong dancing.
I mean, why not?
If you were at center stage tonight for this match, you got a treat because they worked hard. Dude, Johnny B. Bad, he don't have the rhythm that Rude has with the dong dancing.
Hell no. What kind of black man is he?
Come on, Harper.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I'm sure that was called for or needed.
I'd like to apologize to our listeners. We will be sending Harper to
Phil Allen?
BTT sensitivity training due to his inappropriate comments.
We got rid of that.
No, we didn't.
We were forced.
No,
Yeah, we
weren't.
didn't.
The
federal government made us get rid of that.
I don't give a shit. We believe
as a
in
government
diversity
contractor,
here.
we had to get rid of that.
We believe in diversity here, and we address insensitive comments that the like of Hardbody Harper. BTT Corporate does not stand behind Hardbody Harper statements. And now that we've worked everybody into a shoot, we'll continue now. Anyway, Doc. Okay, let's keep going. What's your next one?
1:58:27.
Okay, well, I'm going to go to 1:53:20 because here comes Rick Rude with some more of his swivel hips dong dancing. Look at the crowd. The crowd is into this.
It was a good match. You said it, but it's a good match, man. These guys know what they're doing.
Look at his rhythm, dude. See, Johnny don't have no rhythm. And Rude's back. I love when Rude does the dong dancing, but his back's hurting, so he's got to sell his back.
But I'm not going to not dick dance.
Right. I'm going to dick dance, though.
It's the risk I'm willing to take.
So stupid.
How'd you hurt yourself, Rick? Well, it's a long story.
You see what had happened was. I had that timestamp. Rude selling the atomic drop.
Yeah.
You had if you had 158, that's in the finish.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go to 157.15 because we're gonna get a false, or we're gonna bad goes for the
good.
That's what I had. Bad goes for the sunset flip off the top rope, but Rude moves, and then Rude
it's so simple.
Rude then hits Bad with the Rude Awakening, and Rude's gonna win. But you had 158. What was it at 158, Doc?
158.27.
Oh, you. That's the promo from Vader and Harley.
I guess I had another wrong timestamp.
No. I actually have that same thing. It's just the promo.
Okay.
So Rude wins. That sunset flip was a rough looking bump, though. Not that
did he land on his boot?
No, it's just, you're flipping from that high and taking that bump, and it don't feel good. I don't think his boot so much as just the whole thing. It'll shock you. All right, this is what you have. This is the closing promo. We're going to hear more from Vader and Harley Race here addressing the boss, but let's go to it now. Here it is.
Well, it's quite obvious where you're factoring in the police as part of Thunder Cage and Superbrawl. As you know, Harley Race, the boss very quick to step in. When Vader got out of line earlier in this television program, he is going to be the official guest referee in the Thunder Cage in the title bout between the champion, Ric Flair, and your man, Vader.
Well, I got one thing to say to you, boss. If you're going to be there, then keep your humongous carcass out of the way, because this man is coming for his revenge. Listen to me. This is between the Nature Boy and the man, Vader. That's right, you're looking at him. The man, you stick your nose where it don't belong, boss man. And you say there's nothing bigger than the law, and you're gonna rule inside that cage? I don't think so, boss man, because you're looking at the biggest, most powerful thing in the world of wrestling today. Flair, you talk about Starcade and how you walk that aisle proudly. But brother, you didn't walk back proudly. You crawled on your hands and knees, barely alive. So bring it on, brother. We're gonna bid it on at Superbrawl, the revenge of Vader.
All right, the stage is set, ladies and gentlemen, for a week from tomorrow night, exclusively on pay-per-view. Join us for Superbrawl. Call your local cable company right now.
Bruh, he said Bossman multiple times.
Why not?
Like it was nothing.
What are you gonna do? Kick his ass?
I think we know why they finally just gave up and had to rename him something other than the boss.
100%.
Because everybody's just calling him boss. Not everybody, but it's enough slip ups where they're like, okay, we can't keep doing this. And I'm sure WWF legal at the time was hounding them as it kept being said.
Yeah.
When I hear the boss, I think of Springsteen.
Yeah.
Mercedes Monet.
Yeah.
No.
They got a Springsteen movie coming out. You saw that, Doc?
Did
I did. The dude from The Bear and Shameless.
The guy
and the Von Erichs.
Yeah,
Kerry Von Erich.
Played Kerry Von Erich.
He's playing the boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some range right there. What's on your resume? Kerry Von Erich and Bruce Springsteen.
Right.
God. Yeah, that's range.
He looks like him too.
But I tell you what, if you'd have told me years ago Zac Efron would have played Kevin Von Erich, I'd have been like, no way. But then you see him with that stupid haircut and and then bulked up. You're like, it wasn't the worst thing I could have imagined, but he looks so different than.
Yeah.
I mean, he really had to change.
High School Musical, right?
Yeah, he really had to change how he looked to even, dare I say, come close to 80s Kevin Von Erich, early 80s. It was very weird, but
everybody gets a pass on that because not being the worst, except for the Ric Flair guy.
Oh my God. Not only
What's
that
guy? I don't even know who we.
I forgot his name, but the Flair guy was so terrible. But not only that, man, you can complain all you want about the actors in that movie and, whether they looked or didn't look like the real thing or come close to it. the storyline gaps and fast forwards out of nowhere are a thing of what the hell.
You mean where he's missing a foot?
Bruh, I never forget my cousins and friends that just know, they're like, oh, Mike's the wrestling person. They like, oh, I saw it. And I didn't know that Kerry lost his foot the night he won the title. I'm like, what the fuck are you? It's not what happened. It didn't go down like that. I promise you. There were years
inside
apart.
the business. The reason you didn't know that is because inside the business, we don't talk about that much.
Yeah.
Kayfabe, brother.
And that was just one story in it, or one piece of the timeline that was nowhere near close. And I'm not complaining because I enjoy going to see it, but I just remember my wife asking me a question and this person I know and that person. And I think, Doc, you even said you and Mrs. Doc went to see it, and she's asking you questions, and you're like, that never happened. I don't know what to tell you.
She would kept going, you're having a problem with this, aren't you? Because she's like, I don't know any better, so I can just take it all at face value. She said, but I know you know better, and that kind of thing would get on your nerves. And I was like, I'm trying real hard here.
Yeah. It was off. But anyway.
Well, speaking of getting it right, let's get it right and rate this bitch.
That's right. So let's do that now. Before we rate it, hand out the Toot Toot or the Rolex or the Rolex. Remember, consider becoming a patron, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. When you do so, you will get 400 plus Patreon exclusive shows, including all of the WCW pay-per-view reviews we've done dating back to 1985. They're all available on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Also, get all of our Clash of the Champions reviews. That is going through Clash 26 now, the JV Goon Squad shows, the World Clash shows, and so much more. All available only on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT, along with most of the video versions that you'll see here. All right, Doc, you want to throw it to Harper to rate it?
I do.
Harper, go ahead. Harper having an orgasm over there.
A C+.
Okay. Doc, you?
This is what he gave it last week, by the way. So let's keep an eye on it. No.
I don't think he concentrates that much, but okay.
Come on. What are you trying to say?
I don't think he's making it a priority to be like,
See, my thing is, it's not good enough to be a B. And it's not, I'll give it a B-. A B-.
So it's like the worst piece of tail you ever got wasn't the worst thing, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they could be a lot worse, but it could be a hell of a lot better too.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
As long as it wasn't a squirter, we're good. All right.
That's nice.
Doc. So what are you going to give it, Doc? We're waiting.
Man, there were some good matches on this, and we had some debuts. I'm going to go with a B.
I'm going to give it a B-. So I'm right in between you and Harper.
You say I should just fucking copycat.
Okay. Which leaves the Toot Toot and or the Rolex. Doc, who are you going to give yours to?
Man, I think I'm going to give it to Vader tonight. He cut 2 promos that were good, and he ate that kid up.
Boy, did he. Oh.
And that's what he but honestly, that makes sense, given what's going on.
Harper, who are you giving yours to?
I'm giving mine for Rick fucking coming back and shooting the damn promo.
See, that's what I was thinking. I'm going Flair. I thought his was really good. I almost gave it to Colonel Parker for whatever the piss that was, trying to get the Mongolian Mauler over. And I was like, no, that wouldn't work. because he was halfway serious doing that. And then Harper popped me with the sledgehammer comment. Like, what'd you say, Harper? I thought he was going to draw back all the way to his ass.
Yeah, because I keep waiting. Like, he's just going to go back like he's going to win the fucking teddy bear at the fucking school fair. And I was like, oh, thank God he just kind of tapped him with it.
That popped me. And then
Austin's a worker, bro.
I almost gave it to Regal because that was really good what he did in the ring. But yeah, I think it goes to Ric Flair. So on that note, we're just about done. Don't forget to become a patron, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. When the show is posted on Twitter, Facebook, Blue Sky, whatever social media platform it is, please do the show a favor and repost it. It would be greatly appreciated. And then when you're reposting it, don't forget on YouTube to subscribe to the channel and like the video. It would be greatly appreciated. Doc, any closing thoughts before we send it to Harper to send us to ride off into the sunset?
No, we need to let Harper go so he can watch the last couple of innings of this baseball game.
Yeah, because his team is putting a whooping on the Reds right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll keep up for him. That way he's not miserable next week. All right, Harper, you know the drill. Hit the tagline. Let's roll.
Book it, biatch.
Hey, everybody, it's AIEZE, Eric Bischoff. And let me tell you something. If you're not already a Booking the Territory Patreon subscriber, you're missing out on the real deal when it comes to classic wrestling talk. Doc, Harper, and Mike, they're not just fans. They live and breathe this stuff. And here's the kicker. Over on their Patreon page, you get even more. We're talking deep dives into the Clash of the Champions. Every WCW pay-per-view through early 1994. Classic world-class championship wrestling. And yeah, even those off-the-wall JV Goon Squad shows. This isn't cookie-cutter podcasting. This is the kind of unfiltered, entertaining, can't-miss content that makes you remember why you fell in love with wrestling in the first place. So do yourself a favor, head over to Patreon, search Booking the Territory, sign up, and get in on the action. Trust me. If you love old school wrestling, this is where you want to be.